Hey Bison, I'm missing you today, so let's do some activities together. All right, we're gonna work on our scissor skills today, okay? So let's get our bag out, pause the video, and pull out all of our cutting drawer items. That's the first thing you're going to need, all the cutting drawers. We took them from the art center, packed them up in your bag, and now we can practice our cutting and our scissor skills at home. You'll need the zigzags. You'll need the round spirals, and you'll need the square spiral. The first step is going to be to cut apart your spirals. On your sheet, you should have 4. So we're going to cut it into fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. Fourths. I already cut one out, and I'm ready to cut the rest. Thumb, fingers, thumb on top, pointing out, open, close, open, close. I'm going to start at an edge and just cut straight across down the middle. Then I'm going to cut straight across down the middle and cut these into 4 equal spirals. You can make 4 if you'd like. Today I'll show you how to cut one. Then our square spiral is already cut. Let's check our zigzags. Oh, they're floating on a big page, so we need to do the same thing. Cut a fourth of the paper out. Just 1/4 has the zigzag. So I'm going to cut along the edge of the zigzags. And I'm going to cut up to the fold in my paper. Then I'll cut across the fold. And then I see a line on the edge. I'll cut down the line on the edge. Okay, now that I have these pulled apart, I am ready to practice my cutting. Okay, now these are designed to get a little bit harder, a little bit harder, a little bit harder, incrementally. That means a little bit at a time. And so I'm going to start with the zigzags and move up to the spirals. Now, when I cut, scissors are for sitting. So find a comfy place to sit down. That's the safest way to cut. One hand does the opening and the closing. It's the hand you'll hold your pencil with. That's also the hand you want to hold your scissors. The other hand does all the driving. So it's going to drive this paper zigging and zagging as I cut across. Now, when we're done with this one, it leaves you with a really fun project. So I'm going to show you what we can do with this after we cut. So let's pick up our scissors. Thumb, fingers, thumb on top. Open, close. The thumb goes in the small hole, and the rest of my fingers go in the big hole. I'm going to cut along my zigzag, open, close. I'm at a corner. If I keep closing my scissors, I'll cut off. So I'm going to pause, stop for a second, and spin the paper. At a corner again. Pause, spin, close, open. I ran out of scissors, so I'm going to open and slide the paper deep into the mouth of the scissor. Twist the paper, close, open, twist the paper, close, open, twist the paper, close. I cut one piece off. I'm going to keep going until I get all my zigzag stripes. Spin, open, and put it deep in the mouth. Close, spin, open, close, open, spin, open, close. And we're going to zigzag our way across the paper, trying our hardest to stay on the line while one hand opens and closes the scissors. Oh, I came out. I'm going to open my scissors, slide it into the back, drive it so it's lined up, close the scissor, spin, close the scissor, spin, close the scissor. I'm out of scissor. Open, slide it deep, spin, and close. One more line. I can do this. I'm going to keep on cutting. There I go, zigging and zagging around. And voila! I have cut apart all my pages. Now I'm going to show you something really neat you can do with the zigzag cutting drawer. The zigzag cutting drawer can be decorated. You can draw upon it and you can put it back together and create your very own puzzle. Do you see how they're fitting together perfectly? What went next? Does that fit? Pretty well. Let me try this one. And the last piece. I put the rectangle back together and I have my very own puzzle. I could draw a picture across all of these. I could do different patterns in each strip. I could write my name across it and see if I could put it together. The zigzag cutting drawer makes a really cool puzzle. Now let's try a spiral. Those sharp corners are just like the square or rectangle spiral. So thumb fingers, thumb on top. I open and close when I get to a corner. I open my scissors and twist the paper, closing till I add another corner. I open the scissors, twist the paper. I want sharp corners with this square spiral. See how big I open the scissors? Then I twist my paper. Then I close my scissors. I'm going to keep doing that till I get all the way into the middle. Nice sharp corners. Open, spin, with your driving hand, close along the line at the corner. Open, spin, close. Tight. Open, spin, close. And if you cut it correctly, you turn that rectangle into one very long string of paper. Now, how long did you make this one little rectangle? You could do some measuring. Is it as long as my arm? It is. Might it stretch across my table I'm working on? You turned a flat rectangle into a big long strip. And let's do our very last cutting drawer today, the spiral. Now, when you cut the spiral, the driving hand does a lot of work. You want it to spin the paper smoothly. This will not have any sharp corners. This has nice, smooth curves. So this hand is still in charge of opening and closing, but this driving hand has a lot of twisting to do. Pick up your scissor. In the hand you hold your pencil. Thumb fingers, thumb on top. Open, close, pointing out. Here we go. We're going to do the spiral and we start on the outside. So do you see where the spiral touches the outside edge of our rectangle? We're going to cut from the outside in. And I am twisting this paper as I stay on the line. Have my scissors moved? No, they have not. I am twisting the paper. They are still pointing out. They are opening and closing, but this hand is twisting. And my line is staying so smooth. I close the scissor as I twist the paper, and it lets me cut these beautiful curves. I'm going to keep going until I get to the end of the line. Hey, this looks like something almost out of this world, almost like a shooting star or a wind catcher. This would look great decorated as well. You know what? It seems like it could have come from another planet even. Hey, I know the planets. How about you? I know the planets, how about you? I know the planets, how about you? I know the planets, how about you? Let's say their names together. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Jupiter, Saturn among the stars. Uranus and Neptune, but not Pluto. Those are the planets. Everything spins around the sun. Spinning, spinning, everyone. The earth is ours, it's number 3. The atmosphere is right for me. Whoosh, whoosh. This cool spiral can be turned into lots of things using your imagination. Now, don't you put those scissors away yet. We have one more scissor activity today for a little shadow puppet story tell. So that's going to be a lot of fun because you can have these puppets to make up plays and performances and stories around your house. All you'll need from your kit is your black piece of paper and your 4 popsicle sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you'll need scissors from your home, and you'll also need a bottle of glue or a roll of strong tape. If you use the glue, you'll have to wait a minute for them to dry before you can use your finger puppets. All right, we're going to cut out a shadow puppet. Now, a shadow puppet is a silhouette. What is a silhouette? A silhouette is the shape outside. You won't see all the details on the inside of a silhouette. You'll just see the outline, the shape that goes around the outside edge. I'm going to hold up this glue stick to my window. You can see all of these, or this glue bottle, all of these words. You see a yellow top. If I were doing the silhouette, all we would see is this shape on the outside edge. So we're going to cut out some silhouettes. You may draw your silhouette first on the black paper and then cut, or you could just try to cut out the shape now that we've had all of this cutting practice today, keeping our hands strong and able. I'm going to make a snowman. Now, the outline of a snowman would be a big ball, a medium ball, and a small ball. I might see a couple scraggly lines sticking out as arms, but I wouldn't see the charcoal buttons. I wouldn't see a carrot nose unless it was a sideways profile. All I would see is the outside shape. So I'm going to try to cut that out now out of my black paper. Ooh, there's the silhouette of a snowman. The outer edge of the snowman. Maybe I'll try to do a bird. Point for the beak. Now you might use stencils at your home. You might find a cookie cutter. You might use your imagination like I am and try to cut out the shape of a bird. Maybe I'll do another. I have 4 popsicle sticks and I cut out 2 shapes. 4 minus 2. Oh, I could make 2 more shapes. Maybe I'll do the outline, the silhouette of a heart. Maybe I'll put a heart in my play and my story tell. And maybe I'll cut out, how about a bunny rabbit? Let's see, a body, maybe a poofy little tail. There's the rest of his body, his head with high, long ears. Big, long ears. All right, I've almost got my bunny cut. Let me give him a little foot, maybe. There! My bunny rabbit. Can you see his cute little nose? No. Could you see the claws on his paws? Not in this shadow puppet. But can you see the outline of his body? A little tail, his foot, his ears? Yeah, there's a little silhouette. Now we're going to attach them to the sticks so that we can use them to tell stories. Our shadow puppets, our silhouettes. Look here, and I'm going to twist open my glue bottle, and our saying with glue is dot, dot, not a lot. Dot, dot, not a lot. So I will dot, 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 not a lot. Barely squeezing out the dots of glue. Just a little touch. Dot, dot, not a lot. Twist your glue cap closed. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press your puppet onto the stick. Your shadow puppet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you can tell a story with your shadow puppets. I'm going to find a sunny window like this one to tell my story. Once upon a time, a little bird was lonely in the winter until she saw boing, 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 a little bunny. Snow was falling from the sky. They wanted to do something really fun together. So the bunny had an idea. Let's make a snowman. And the bird liked the idea. So they rolled up some balls of snow and they started to stack them up. And soon, they had a snowman. They were so proud of themselves. They decided to name the snowman Love, because they loved it so much and they had so much fun as friends building their special snowman. The end. So have fun today making your own shadow puppets. Find a sunny window and have their silhouettes move across it as you tell a puppet show story. Now, lastly, if you have a little bit of black paper left over like I do, there's one more thing you can try today. Find a nice sunny spot. Yours might be outside or it might be a nice sunny spot inside. I have a nice sunny spot on my table here. If I set my remnant leftover black paper down, I can make a solar bleaching sheet. Find some interesting shapes. I have a little parakeet and an elephant. You could find any toys you have at home. A toy car, a little stuffy, anything you have at home. Now set it on top of the black paper. This project is really easy. It's a science experiment that requires us to wait. All we have to do is practice our patience, being okay with waiting. We are going to set these items on top of the black paper. As the sun shines onto the black paper, all the paper around the animals is being hit by the sun. The sun will do something called solar bleaching, where it starts to fade the colors. The colors get less and less bright. The colors start to fade to a kind of a yellowy, whitish, tannish color. So we're going to leave our items here and check back in this afternoon. Give it a few hours and see what your paper looks like being set in the sun with items blocking the sun, and see what solar bleaching effects take place. Have fun today working on your scissor skills and trying a neat art science experiment. I can't wait to hear what kind of shadow puppets you made and what stories you told. Goodbye, Bison.